Hey, Stewie. Who the hell is that?
Wait, is that Tina Belcher in the Family Guy living room? Animated series just love to poke fun at other animated series, and we've got all the best roasts between animated shows coming your way.
I'm saying the Simpsons suck. What, you?
Number 1. We certainly weren't expecting to see the Griffins from Family Guy in Springfield.
Springfield, eh? What state?
I can't imagine we're allowed to say.
Still, if there were two animated series that seemed to make fun of each other every little chance they get, it would be the Family Guy and The Simpsons. They've been doing so for over a decade. It's no surprise, really, that these two series love to get under each other's skin.
We don't love you like we did in 1993. No!
The Simpsons creator Matt Groening and Family Guy creator Seth MacFarlane are actually good friends in real life. So, after years of taking jabs at each other via their beloved animated characters, it was only fair that a Family Guy-Simpsons crossover episode happened. The episode, aptly named The Simpsons Guy, was the first episode of Family Guy's 13th season. And while the episode did take place in Springfield, it all technically went down on Family Guy's home turf. As a result, the Simpsons writers told the Family Guy writers that they had free reign to do what they wanted with the Simpsons characters and to make fun of the show as they wished. Suffice it to say, the Family Guy writers took full advantage of this creative freedom.
We took a lot from the Simpsons.
Damn it.
Number 2. The Simpsons must love SpongeBob. At least they certainly make fun of the little guy enough. The Simpsons has made fun of SpongeBob a few times over the course of its run. In one episode, Lisa Simpson lists Buddha, Jesus, and SpongeBob as if they're all comparable religious figures.
Praying to Buddha, Jesus, SpongeBob, there's no time to be picky.
The unlikely trio is then seen up on a cloud. There's also this very strange and oddly gory version of SpongeBob in Spanish. And there are many other quick mentions of SpongeBob in The Simpsons, including a moment where Frankenstein's monster is wearing a SpongeBob costume. What exactly is behind this animated rift? Maybe television just ain't big enough for two beloved yellow protagonists. Number 3. Rick and Morty pokes fun at Transformers with its own version of the classic robots in disguise. Rick and Morty's version is called the Changeformers. The Changeformers look just like Transformers, but they act a lot more like frat bros at a college party. One even throws up, which we're pretty sure Transformers can't do. At least we hope they can't. Number 4. Are you familiar with Family Guy World? Okay, you may be wishing that this was an actual theme park, but it isn't.
No, Peter, that's not your catchphrase.
It's actually a fictional theme park featured in another series, and you can probably guess which one. Family Guy may have dedicated a whole episode to making fun of The Simpsons, but The Simpsons featured a little something called Family Guy World. In this fictional amusement park, there's someone in a Stewie costume who says,
I was the It Boy in 2006.
This joke is about as scathing as it is true. Sorry, Stewie. Number 5. Fairly Odd Dragon Ball. Yes, you heard that right. It's the Fairly Odd Parents making fun of Dragon Ball Z. In this episode, Timmy gets stuck in the television, and in order to get out, he fights Vicky in this very obvious Dragon Ball Z parody. It's truly the crossover event we didn't know we needed.
Sushi! Maho sushi!
I'll take one.
Number 6. If you remember the Jetsons opening sequence, you're gonna love this Family Guy parody. That's right, one of the most famous animated families in history, the Griffins, dared to poke fun at the most famous animated family of the future, the Jetsons. In the Jetsons theme sequence, George Jetson drops off his family members at school and the shopping center one by one from his spaceship. When George drops his wife Jane off, he offers her $1 and she instead takes the whole wallet. In the Family Guy version, though, this goes just a little bit differently. George Jetson grabs his wallet back from Jane and rather aggressively prevents his wife from stealing.
You are not taking my whole wallet so you can go shopping.
Number 7. Family Guy also has a crossover with Bob's Burgers.
Kind of feel like this is less of a crossover and more of a roast.
When the Belcher family appears in the Griffins' living room, Peter doesn't hold back about his thoughts regarding his fellow adult animated series family.
Boy, I love it when characters are expressed by props.
Do we sense a little Belcher versus Griffin family feud? Well, Peter actually implies that Bob's Burgers didn't deserve its Emmy Award.
Give us 2 Emmys worth of amazing. Maybe a funny burger name?
That's cold, Peter. Number 8. If you love Cartoon Network, you'll love this unexpected Clarence crossover moment. In one episode, Clarence watches Adventure Time on TV, and he actually falls asleep amidst singing his own fairly poor rendition of the famous theme song. Number 9. Of all the shows you may have expected to see making an appearance in Family Guy, Caillou most likely wasn't one of them. Well, in one episode, Stewie becomes obsessed with the Canadian children's show, as babies tend to do. Lois then decides to watch Caillou in its entirety. She doesn't make it very far in before falling asleep. Seems like this show doesn't have the same effect on adults that it does on kids.
God, this is dull.
Number 10. Family Guy makes quite a bit of fun of the Cartoon Network's stop-motion sketch comedy series Robot Chicken. This Family Guy vs. Robot Chicken war is actually a bit of an inside joke, considering the fact that Seth Green, who voices Chris Griffin, actually created Robot Chicken.
How's it feel to be on a major network for 30 seconds?
This is why every time Peter mocks Robot Chicken and implies that no one watches it, Chris is quick to set the record straight.
Robot Chicken is something kids used to watch in 2006.
Chicken.
Number 11. The Simpsons have arrived in South Park.
Cartman?
Okay, not exactly. But in one episode of South Park, they reference that something that's happening in the plot was already done in The Simpsons.
Huh?
They did that on The Simpsons. I think it was the Mr. Burns character. He tried to block Springfield from the sun.
We have to admit, that was a pretty cordial reference for a crossover moment between the two animated series that love making fun of things the most. Could have been way more brutal.
Dude, The Simpsons done everything already. Who cares?
Number 12. Teen Titans Go made a very interesting reference to Teen Titans? Control Freak threatens to reboot the Teen Titans. When they respond with confusion, he declares that he's actually rebooted them before. Then he shows the Teen Titans of Teen Titans Go the original Teen Titans, and they actually remember when they used to be those Teen Titans.
That looks like us, but better.
Pretty mind-bending stuff. Number 13. Steven Universe makes an appearance in Craig of the Creek. A stuffed version of him does anyway. In Craig of the Creek, you can spot this Steven Universe doll. Number 14. We wish we had this We Bare Bears game. In this episode of Steven Universe, they're playing a We Bare Bears video game. Okay, so they didn't exactly roast their fellow Cartoon Network series so much as made a cute nod to it. We appreciate the civility, Steven. Number 15. The Amazing World of Teen Titans isn't a real show, though we wish it was. Perhaps Control Freak could go ahead and reboot the Teen Titans again? Anyway, in the absence of more Teen Titans, we do have another crossover for the Cartoon Network aficionados among us. The Teen Titans see The Amazing World of Gumball on TV in Teen Titans Go, and they seem to think this other animated series is ripping them off. Which show do you think did the best parody of another animated series? Are there any other examples that we missed? Let us know in the comments, and make sure you like and subscribe to The Things Animated for more videos like this one.